Today on the Pro-Life podcast, you ever get an email that just made you want to throw your phone from a moving car? Levi's might be saying that to you. Is this the end of mom jeans? What's going on? We need to talk about this. Let's get started. Happy Thursday, Pro-Life family. Welcome to the table. I said Thursday. See, I did it. I keep doing Tuesday. Old habits, right?
They die hard.
Oh, welcome to the table, friends. I have my, we've figured out this is a fruit smoothie. Technically, because coffee comes from a fruit, and then you grind it up and you throw it in water. Does it make it a fruit smoothie?
Isn't this the most educational podcast you've ever heard?
Education! Oh, sorry. I had a weird weekend. I was hanging out with my friend. He's my bald friend. He carries a comb with him everywhere. And I was like, bro.
Prepared?
You said your bald friend?
My bald friend.
Carries a
and I was
comb?
like, bro, why? Why? He goes, I just can't part with it.
Oh my gosh.
You're welcome. Okay, I know.
How do we go up from here?
And half our audience just tuned
This
out.
has to be the end of the podcast. We can't go up from that joke.
Okay, so we want to talk about Coke is being weird. Mother's Day thing is this the end of mom jeans? But we need to cover updates from the Supreme Court. Last episode was right before they released. But first, ladies, if you'll introduce yourselves.
Of course. Kim Schwartz, Director of Media and Communication.
Bailey Sunbeck, Development Associate.
Brett Klingerman, IT Director and dad joke guy.
Thank you for your service.
We appreciate you.
Yep.
So the Supreme Court ruled right after our last episode. We're like, maybe they're going to rule right before and we'll have to amend this episode. No, they ruled right after.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the disappointed.
Yeah. So if you remember the FDA lawsuit, it was some pro-life groups suing the FDA, arguing that the abortion pill should be taken off the market because the FDA didn't approve it properly. It's a good case, and earlier judges ruled in our favor, but the Supreme Court had the question before them. It's not the main question, but it was asking, can the court take the pill off the market, the abortion pill off the market, while this case continues? So again, this case is continuing and we haven't gotten to that main question of did the FDA properly approve this drug or not? They were just asking, like, until we get to that point, should the drug stay on the market or not? And so the Supreme Court said, let's keep it on the market for now until we get to that question, and we'll come back to that later. So this case is going to continue at the conservative Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, and so we have some optimism there that the Fifth Circuit is going to look at this and see, the problems that the FDA has perpetuated with the abortion pill and their approval and their loosening of restrictions and all that kind of crazy stuff. So we're still in a good spot. We only have ground to gain from here. But it would have been a massive victory if the Supreme Court took the abortion pill off the market. We still are optimistic at the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, and then even going forward, the Supreme Court has kind of this record of wanting to rein in this like federal overreach that presidential administrations have been doing for a long, long time. Yeah. So we'll just see how that goes. Continue to be in prayer. The case isn't over, but we didn't get the outcome that we wanted a couple Fridays ago.
But it's with the Fifth Circuit.
Yeah.
So that's hopeful.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like at the very least we're going to have an outing of all of the just hypocrisy with this thing. Like,
yes.
Well, rules for thee, but not for me.
That's exactly it.
It's really how it works. I feel like, that's like we might get some more good data that says like, well, actually, when you look at it, this drug is pretty dangerous. Because if you're going to compare, apparently they say, well, it's the same as Tylenol. Only if you compare it to the number of deaths from Tylenol overdoses.
Right. So
like, that's fudging your data.
Yeah.
Quite. Whenever you have
what
like,
they do.
Yeah.
Right.
When you have like one, this apples to oranges comparison of like abortion is safer than Tylenol. And they're using, like you said, Tylenol overdose deaths, so taking the drug as it's not intended, versus abortion pill complications, and that is taking the drug how it is intended. And then that's how you get that number.
So it is as safe as trying to kill yourself with Tylenol.
Correct.
Kind of.
So
it might be a little further, but still.
Yeah. So maybe don't do that.
I mean, you don't need to be a doctor. You don't need to be a politician. You don't even need to be well-read in this issue to know that mifepristone is nothing like Tylenol.
Yes.
No.
Like, you were pregnant one day and the next day you aren't.
Right.
Like, that is not like taking Tylenol for a headache.
Yeah.
Wake up, people.
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
Oh, that triggers me.
Is not like the other.
Yeah. It's so sad.
Okay. Well, we'll keep the Fifth Circuit in your prayers. And
Yes,
I know
definitely.
Supreme Court, keep praying for them too. They need it. Obviously, I don't know if this was a bow to mob rule or if this is just they want the data to flow. I don't know. I can only speculate what the reasoning was. Keep praying for them. This process is not done.
Exactly.
Okay. Coca-Cola.
Yeah. They actually did a good thing.
This feels like a dramatic jump in topic. Coca-Cola. This is a weird discussion, but they actually were debating whether or not they should sell their product to pro-life states. Now, last I checked, the people who went, "Do you want a Coke with that?" are all in the pro-life states.
Yep.
And then what kind of Coke do you want? Like,
Right.
We're
All
kind of soda
soda.
drinkers down here.
All carbonated beverages are Coke. It doesn't matter what brand. So when Coke is like, a pro-abortion group tried to get them to stop selling Coke in the South in pro-life states. And it's like, if anybody has a grip on our products, it's the South. Maybe we shouldn't do that.
Isn't that so interesting, though, that they're trying to weaponize something that's actually super bad for you? They're like, that's it.
Hey.
Y'all support women and y'all support babies. No more Coke for you.
Darn.
Joke's on you. I'm just going to drink Dr. Pepper then.
Exactly.
Thanks.
Exactly. I ain't even mad. However, Coke did do the right thing. A pro-abortion group tried to get them to stop selling Coke in pro-life states, and the shareholders rejected that.
Okay.
So they did the right thing there. But
That's good.
It's all about money. So
It is.
and go woke, go broke.
yeah.
Anheuser-Busch is figuring that out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But just consider, like, all of the entertainment, like, just looking at Texas alone, not even the combination of all of the pro-life states. Like, we have more power than what people believe. Like, think of the entertainment industry in Texas. And if Coke pulled out of that, they would be bleeding. That would be the dumbest decision that they could possibly make.
I mean, like, you can only get Coke products at an Astros game.
Yeah. And how many? That's just the Astros. We also have the Rangers. We also have the basketball teams, like a bunch of them. Go Sports.
Which basketball teams, Kim?
We have the Mavericks in Dallas. We have the Spurs, and we have the Rockets.
I was going to say, are you going to say?
Good job.
I was saving them for last because I knew that one. And then all the football teams too. I won't name those. Okay. So, like. And then that's just the sports. We also have like concerts, a huge music scene.
Huge music scene.
I mean,
going to the movies.
Could you imagine though, like if they got their way, this group of investors that are pro-abortion, and Texas, you just saw a bunch of people just waking up being like, you know what, maybe we should support abortion. I miss Coca-Cola.
Yes, yeah. It's like, wow, I was really on the fence
I don't see that happening
about the value of human life, but now that I can't get a Diet Coke, like, I guess I'm pro-abortion now. Like, that would not happen. So this was definitely a lose-lose scenario for the pro-abortion group, for Coca-Cola, and, again, like, we have more power than they think. Because I'm sure that there are enough woke people in the Coke boardroom that would consider it. But, like, you vote with your dollars.
So we want to talk about this one other weird thing. Apparently companies are concerned that you'll be upset by their Mother's Day emails.
Triggered.
Okay.
If you're triggered by Mother's Day emails, these companies have the solution for you.
Okay, we'll talk about that solution after this.
Texas Right to Life is facing 14 lawsuits from Planned Parenthood and the abortion industry. They're suing us because we helped pass the Texas Heartbeat Act, and they're trying to scare us pro-lifers into backing down. Please join us in the fight against Planned Parenthood and donate to protect the Texas Heartbeat Act. You can fight for the unborn and build a pro-life Texas that values every human life. Go to texasrighttolife.com/lawsuit to make your contribution. Every cent will help, and it's greatly appreciated.
Without warning, you or your loved one could end up in the emergency room where every second counts and your medical wishes matter more than ever. However, if your loved one doesn't have the right medical documents on hand, they may not be able to make decisions for you in a crisis. My Life Angels solves all of this by walking you through step by step in creating these important medical documents and storing them online securely for you and your family to access at any time. The service is only $7 a month, but use the link in our description for 20% off your initial subscription period. Don't let strangers make life and death decisions for you. Get the My Life Angels app today.
Welcome back, friends. Okay, we talk about these things in the break as we're getting ready to continue our recording.
It's so cringe.
Okay, so a bunch of companies are jumping on this, like, let us know if you're going to be upset by our Mother's Day emails. Some of the quotes from these guys.
Right.
So we're talking, what, Levi's and DoorDash and Mac and who else?
Those are the big three.
The big ones. Who are like, yeah, if you want to opt out of Mother's Day emails.
Because it's triggering.
Because it's triggering.
Yes. Let's hear it in their own words.
Oh,
okay.
Yes, please.
Buckle up, folks.
Oh, no.
This is from Levi's, the jeans store. We know motherhood and all the associated feelings, emotions, and memories can be tricky and even triggering for some people. The last thing we want to do is hit you with a celebratory yay mom energy that doesn't match up with your vibe. So this year, we're giving you the option to opt out of our Mother's Day content by clicking here.
Oh,
Hey,
thank you, Levi's.
Bailey's available for voiceovers.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Yay mom energy.
Oh, no, not the yay mom energy.
Oh, no, not yay mom energy.
It doesn't match with your vibe.
My number one question is, are they going to do this for Father's Day?
Oh, probably.
I
don't know.
They probably won't do anything for Father's Day.
Yeah, but it's just so obvious, this attempt to erase motherhood.
Yeah. I mean, obviously there are some reasons why maybe Mother's Day could be hard for some people.
Right.
Not getting an email about it, but maybe it's just a hard day for you.
Right.
If you're having an upset day, I don't think that email is going to be what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
even if you are not a mother, even if you're thinking like, oh, well, I'm not ready, guess what? You came from a mother. I think you can celebrate her or some other positive
birth-giving person.
Your birthing person.
Birthing person. Yeah. That's oh Lord. Our society is so in need of Jesus.
It's true.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you're upset about that, it's becoming a thing with this younger generation that they don't want to have kids.
Yeah.
Or they want to we'll just put it off till later.
Right.
Well, there's only so much later.
Right.
You can put that off. And why?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's this expectation of, I've got to do all these other things first. So I have the white picket fence house and 2.3 cars in the driveway or something, and a dog. My dogs are my children, and
gotta go to Europe first.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
at the heart of it is this idea. I think there's two ideas in this fear of being a parent, this fear of having children. There's the self-centeredness of I need to do what I want to do, and I can't be burdened by other people, because then I can't fit everything that I want to in my schedule. My schedule's not going to be perfect. And, that's how you live. Even if you have a perfect schedule all the time, that's how you're going to end up with a miserable life, because when you have people that you love, they're going to mess up your schedule. And that is the best thing. It is the best thing to have, people come and you have to go out of your way to help them.
Yeah.
even whenever it's not convenient. That's what love is.
Well, we were talking about beforehand some of the reasons they don't want to have children. Do you still have that list?
Yeah. So I found this interesting statistic. It says between 1976 and 2018, the mean number of children ever born per woman declined from 3 children to 2. So that's like plummeting for the...
It's rookie numbers.
Yes.
We got to get those numbers up.
And that's just not like, that's not just recent generations. That's over the past 5 decades. So we're seeing that this has been like a steady movement since Roe v. Wade. It would be
coincidence? I think not.
Exactly. But they're saying that what's interesting is you brought up people are waiting longer. And so you're seeing the birth rate decline, but it's steadily increasing for women in their 40s since 1985.
And I think you get past what, 35 and they want to call you high risk.
Yeah.
No, they call you, what is it? A geriatric pregnancy.
Yes, that's the word. Yes. Which my wife was not happy about our last kid in that term. She was not happy about that.
Oh, dear.
But so the reason for these trends are better access to contraception, more women seeking higher education, more women entering and staying into the workforce, changing family values, and, in quotations, relationship instability.
What could that be?
Just gonna go out on a limb. Hookup culture.
Right.
Like, oh, we got pregnant because of a Tinder date, and this wasn't supposed to be a thing.
If only there was some kind of institution that would be stable that a man and woman could enter into.
Spend their life with,
each
other.
There should be something like that.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. But going back to the Levi's email and just this like spirit
the concept
of fear.
Motherhood is triggering for you.
Yes.
What?
Yes, I feel like so many people, especially young women, are genuinely scared to have babies. And it's just really sad because we were made to do this. Like all you young women out there, you were made to do this. I know that sounds cheesy, but like that's such a natural part of womanhood.
Yes.
And you have these big institutions telling you like, listen, if this triggers you, like, you're right, and
just don't.
Yay, mom energy, bad.
Right. But like to that point, like God made us all for love. God made us for a love specifically to receive and to give. Like for you individually, not just like, oh, he made us all for love, like generally. Like, no, he has a purpose for you to receive and to give love to others. And a lot of that is like a lot of women are called to that motherhood, and men too called to fatherhood. And like God designed it that way. And it's not just that he gave you your life for your career, and that's important and that's good, and you can spread, the love of God through that. You can spread the love of God through all of these things that are good, like through travel and through career, and he wants you to have all of that, but they're in a right order. They have to be in a right order. And part of our culture, like you're saying, of putting all of these other things first before the love that God has made us for, then that's how you're going to end up miserable. And I don't think it's a coincidence that in this day and age, whenever we see so many young people that they have this huge mental health crisis, that there is a just very deep desperation for purpose in their lives. And they don't know where to get that. They don't know where to find it because they're not putting their priorities in right order. They're not being involved in a church. They're not being involved in like actual loving communities with other people. You just go to work and you scroll on social media and you do everything that you want to do all of the time, and you're still miserable.
The more we talk about it, the more I'm just so upset that they are sending these emails to people and they're trying to make people not celebrate mothers.
Yeah.
Mothers are a pillar in our society. They always will be. Please celebrate your moms. Do not listen to these companies, and do not tell young women that their identity is in their success, it's in their jobs, it's in their clothes. Stop.
Right.
That all needs to stop.
Yep, your identity is in who God made you to be and nothing else.
Amen.
Everything else is a facade that will make you miserable.
And with all of this, when we were reading the quote from Levi's, it had me wondering, are mom jeans okay? Like, is that okay
Can
to
we
say?
call them mom jeans
Can we call
anymore?
them mom jeans? Is that too triggering?
Oh, man. Levi's, you have a choice to make. You can either erase motherhood and then get rid of mom jeans, or you can keep mom jeans and keep motherhood. The ball is in your court.
Yes, we'll leave it there. And for the record, they do have mom jeans on their website. I looked that up immediately because I was like, how are they gonna?
I'm triggered. They wouldn't remove that.
Bring it on, Levi's. Bring it on. Because they know.
They know.
They do.
But so here's what you can do, though, because we were talking about this idea of like this erasure of motherhood. The opposite of that is to celebrate motherhood, to celebrate not only the moms in your lives, but this idea of that companies, that culture is trying to kind of ban motherhoods, kind of ban moms from like public places. So like when you're in church and there's a baby crying, or when you're in a restaurant and the kid is throwing a fit, like it is part of culture of death mentality to give them an ugly look, to be like, why won't they get that baby to quit crying?
Yeah.
But we want to welcome moms and their babies into every space because we love motherhood and we love children. We love fathers too. They're good.
That's another episode.
Yeah, exactly.
We got our episode in June.
Wait till June. And so what you can do is in those places, make sure that you celebrate motherhood everywhere.
Yay, mom vibes.
Woo!
Yay.
Yes,
We
we
want more of those.
We
More
want-
yay mom vibes.
Yes.
So for all the mothers out there, hi, we love you. Thank you for all you have done for us, for bringing us into the world and raising us, the adoptive moms raising children. Thank you, moms, for what you do. You're awesome.
That's true.
Keep doing what you're doing.
All right, listeners, we have homework for you. With Mother's Day coming up and everything we just shared, we just want to encourage all of you to, whenever you see a mother out in public that you don't know, like maybe at the grocery store, at a restaurant, pay them a compliment or a smile at them, wave at them. Just do something sweet for a mom you don't know.
That's a good challenge.
Yeah.
I mean-
and for a mom you do know.
Yes, yeah, do that. You're not off the hook.
Yeah.
I mean, my
That's a
wife
given.
and I, having raised a few kids, like I'm always looking at that going, yep, been there. It's okay.
Yeah.
You're going to be fine.
Yeah.
This does pass. They do stop screaming in the restaurant at some point. They're not going into high school screaming in a restaurant.
Even if they do, we're okay with that.
You know, if they do, if they're just having one of those kind of days. We were all teenagers too, been there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, and also please stop telling young new moms that enjoy sleep while you can because you'll never get it again. Stop saying that, people.
I mean,
I hear people say that all the time, and I'm like, y'all. I mean, why would you?
You need help.
Don't be so negative. Like,
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just bringing new life into the world. Excuse me.
well,
let's go with you look beautiful today.
Boom.
You're doing a great job.
Boom. Dear.
fair. Yes.
We're celebrating motherhood around here. Let's keep it up because we're going into Mother's Day strong now, all right? You've got your homework.
Yep. Happy Mother's Day, moms. We will see you after Mother's Day. Thank you guys for watching. Go tell your mom and any mom around how awesome they are.
Yes.
Moms are awesome. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.